ببخشید ربای ما صدای شما رو نداریم.
Ikar means main, tafel means secondary. Far or asl. So, what is the ta'ut hashaniya? The second mistake. Vehi kasher mina rishona, which is worse than the first one. He shemat ariyatam as shedoim rahara kelu mamashtov. Is that the darkness, we said olam hazeh, distorts the person perceptions until they regard evil as if it is truly good. So they change their perspective or perception of tov v'ra. They think tov is bad and bad is good. And that's the mistake that Adam Arishon did. Before Etz Hadat, Adam Arishon had only one challenge: Emet v'sheker, true and false. Like a baby's, anything to them has only two colors: true, sheker. Emet or sheker, true and false. But once Adam Arishon had Etz Hadat gives him another choice, another challenge: tov v'ra, to choose between good and bad. And that's how the problems of the world started. That he made certain emet, certain true bad, and certain sheker tov good. Sometimes even though something is true, but we don't do it, we say, no, it's bad. And some sheker that we know is false, we make it good. It's good, and we're doing it. And that's what the Olam Hazeh second impact and damage and ta'ud is, that he makes us to see and to judge the tov as a bad and bad as a tov. Ki ein dai shehasera mehem rayad ha'emet lirod hara asher neged pneihem ela sheniro lahem limsor ra'ayot gedolot v'nisyonot mochichim lisvarotehem haraot v'ledotehem hakozvot. Is not enough that they become like a brainwash, that they don't see the bad in front of them. On the contrary, they become so supportive of the bad, evil, that they come with the ideas and philosophy and proofs to promote it. They print books about it. They put seminars about it just to promote the wrong idea that they chose as the truth, as a right idea. And this is what we experiencing firsthand, that up to 4 years ago, they were not allowed to have any job or position, even go to army, because of this condition that they have. Now, they're on top of the list. They promote them, they invite them, they even encourage others to become like them. And this is the problem that we have in Olam Hazeh. In one hand, you hate it. In the other hand, it becomes so lovely that even you invite more people to do the same as you. And that's the problem, that we don't have balance in our understanding in Olam Hazeh. We could make so many mistakes, and once this mistake, it becomes repeated, it becomes part of us, and it becomes our even philosophy. וזאת היא הרעה הגדולה המלפפתם ומביאתם אל באר שחר. And is as if someone who got the wrong train, wrong bus, wrong flight to the wrong destination. He does not realize that he is in the wrong train. He continues to enjoy the train as if he's going to the right place. And unfortunately, he will realize at the end of the last stop that he came to hell instead of heaven. And there is no way that he could make it up. And says, this is our problem in Olam Hazeh. If we don't get it at the right time, the message that what's wrong with us, if you don't get it, unfortunately, continues till the end of our life, and then that regression or that harata, it becomes so severe and heavy for us, like a Gehinam, that we can't understand how did I waste all my life in the wrong direction. And this is what it says in Yesharim. Hashmenu lev ha'am hazeh ve'oznav hachbed ve'enav hashak. That Yeshaya gets so fed up with his generation that says, you know what? Hashman lev ha'am hazeh. Hashem, you want to punish them? Close their eyes not to realize their mistake and continue to do more mistakes and to become more guilty and to deserve more punishment instead of just punish them now and they realize their mistake and they stop it. No, let them continue. Hashman lev ha'am hazeh. Make their heart so fattening in order more desirable not to wake up, hardening its ears, make their ears less sensitive to hear anything. Achbed ve'enav hasha, and kind of close their eyes not to realize their mistakes. Because these are the three things, three ways that we could realize our mistake. One, through our lev, our heart. Second, oznav, through our ears. And third, einaim, through our eyes. If we close our heart, we close our ears and close our eyes, then we are fully hostage and in prison of our desire and Satan. If we don't start up with our heart to realize, or our ears to hear, or to our eyes to witness and to see, if we don't care about all these three channels and three ways that we could save ourselves, it's going to be a total loss. וכל זה מפני היותם תחת החושך וכבושים הם תחת ממשלת יצרם. And this is why, because they are still under the operation of darkness, and they are in hostage or prison under the rule of the evil inclination, which is Yetzer Hara. So usually when someone is in the light during the day, all you need just to have closed eyes, but open eyes. As long as you see, you are careful. But someone who is in dark at night, even if your eyes don't see, at least you could hear something to be careful, something is happening. Or at least to feel something, you know what? It sounds a little bit scary. I don't know what's gonna happen. But unfortunately, Olam Hazeh comes and turn off all these switches that you cannot feel, you cannot hear, and you cannot see. And this is the whole problem of Olam Hazeh, which is darkness. And you know what? I have a news for you. Not about Bitcoin that dropped. No, I don't have that news for you. That everyone knows already. Everyone's crying already about it. I'm talking about that. I have a news for you. And what is it? Even me and you, that we are just reading this Ramchal and Mesilat Yesharim, we are in the same condition. Still our heart is closed, our ears are closed, our eyes are closed, and we're just reading it. And there are so many mistakes in our own life, it becomes part of our life. And even though we are reading it, oh, you see, you are in the Olam Hazeh, dark, this, that. As soon as the class is over, we close our book, we go to the same behavior and minhagim and customs and way of life that we have. Am I going to be more careful about my anger after now that I heard it? Not at all. I continue the same way of kind of that I live so far. Exactly. So what are we coming here for? I mean, I come here to have some recording later on to listen to, but I don't know why you coming for. And this is what Ramchal is telling us, that at least let's find out something. You know what? I am in prison. I don't know how big or small. I am in prison. Something is controlling me, and I'm not aware of that. And I even follow it. I even support it. And that's Olam Hazeh. At least let's admit, if I cannot change fully myself, but let's admit that I am in the wrong direction. I have to do something. I don't know where to start from, but I know I'm wrong. If I'm not wrong, I would have not paid attention so much in Olam Hazeh. Wouldn't matter to me what iPhone I use. Wouldn't matter to me what area I live. Wouldn't matter to me what car I drive. If I'm not in control by Olam Hazeh, these things wouldn't matter to me. Olam Hazeh even wouldn't matter to me. So the fact that I pay attention to what Olam Hazeh telling me means I'm under Olam Hazeh control, and I'm in the same condition and situation that Ramchal is telling me. Am I ready to change? And this is the speech that I had Friday night. That we see Yaakov Avinu in last week's parasha gets first-hand news. Yosef is alive. Oh, vayafok libo. He faints. How is it possible? Then he look at the agalot, the carriers that he sent, the carriages, but and his Ruach, spirit, gets up and gets elevated. And then he realized, oh, so Baruch Hashem, Yosef is alive. But you know what? Let me go see him before again I lose the chance. Terem Amut, before I die. Let me go see him. So he comes, Vayasa Israel, he moves everything, starting going to Egypt, but meanwhile, on the way, he stops in Beersheba, Ma'arad Mahpelah, Hebron, and he brings Korban for Hashem, Elohe Aviv, the God of his father, Yitzchak. He brings a Korban. Hashem right away comes to him in Mar'eh Halayla, Mar'od Halayla, in dream, that Al Tira, don't be worried. I will come with you, and I make you a great nation over there. And Yosef will stay with you till end. Don't worry, you're not going to lose this chance anymore. The question is, Yaakov had his own personal reason that he wanted to go to Egypt, to see Yosef before he died. Hashem give him different reason. Go there, I come with you, I make you a big nation over there. So if Yaakov already had a personal reason that he wants to go to see Yosef, why he had to go to Beersheba to bring Korban? Which Hashem give him different hope. You're going to become a big nation, this, that. Because Rabbot Mahshavot Belefish, Ba'asat Hashem Itakom. That doesn't mean this pasuk, doesn't mean, oh, you think you have different plan, but Hashem has his own plan. Pasuk is saying, Rabbot Mahshavot Belefish. Unless you don't have your own plan, Hashem has no plan for you. Asad Hashem Itakom. First, you have to have something in mind, your motivation, your hope, your emunah, your bitachon, something that I'm doing this because of this. Once you have plan, then Hashem will come and say, I help you, I support you. Al-Tira. Don't be worried. And this is what the Ramchal is teaching us. That you know what? Even though you are in Olam Hazeh, and Olam Hazeh, close your eyes, close your ears, seal your heart, has so much pressure and impact on you, even though. But at least come up with an idea. I want to change. I want to be saved. I want to be master of my yetzer. I don't want my yetzer, my inclination, to master me, to control me. At least let's admit that, you know what, I'm in the wrong direction. Once we give this kind of awareness and warning to ourselves that I'm wrong, I'm in the wrong direction, I have to change, you will be surprised. You change your perspective, the whole world will change as well. Because you don't take it as a way of life, the Olam Hazeh. You know, this Olam Hazeh is your competition. This Olam Hazeh is here to trick you. A new fashion, new iPhone, new ideas, new philosophy. If Olam Hazeh is getting updated, improved, I have to update and improve myself too, because my enemy, my competition, coming with a new product now in the market, he's gonna get my customer. He's gonna get more sell. If we stay away from Olam Hazeh as a competition, you will be surprised. You will learn from your competition. You become even stronger than your competition, because you know he knows what he's doing. I have to be careful. So I'm gonna become ahead of him, smarter than him. And that's what the Torah is here to help us. Be smarter than Olam Hazeh. Don't let Olam Hazeh trick you. Once I'm not worried about Olam Hazeh, it becomes my slave. Instead of me become slave of Olam Hazeh becomes my slave. Why? Because I'm not worried about the Olam Hazeh. I don't pay attention. I don't follow. I don't support the darkness of Olam Hazeh. I know I am in prison. I have to get out. I have to find my way out. Even from a small window, I have to throw myself out of that window because I don't want to be in prison of Olam Hazeh. So yes, at least if we are not fully free from Olam Hazeh, let's at least admit that, you know what, I'm in lifetime galut, which is Olam Hazeh, from the time I'm born till the time I leave. And if I get angry, if I get jealous, if I get greedy, if I become so impure, all because I'm in the wrong direction. I'm in darkness of Olam Hazeh, who is introducing me light instead of dark, and dark instead of light. Is making me to make mistake in my judgment, in my choosing right choices in life. Many of us, we mean good, we have a good intention. You name any parents who doesn't want a good for their children. You name it. We all care about our children. But do we give good advice to our children as well? Not all the time. We care about them, but according to our judgment, we give them the advice. We don't want to change our perspective. And you know what? Don't be so fanatic. You don't have to do these things. You don't have to be so sadistic. This, that. We give them this type of advice. Be normal, be natural, be like others. Fit the Olam Hazeh trend. Yes, we're doing it because we don't want them to be left out. But are these good advice? Not necessary. So therefore, Ramchal is teaching us that don't think whoever you see is your enemy. No. You are totally in the wrong perspective. That's why your friends might be your enemy and your enemy your friends. And that's why mistake after mistake happens. That's why, unfortunately, gezerot happens. Situations and tragedies happens in the community and in the world. Because we think by just reading one Tehillim group or helping one fundraising GoFundMe, here I solved the problem. No more gezerah from now on. Here I donated, GoFundMe, and here I attended a Tehillim reading. I think that's it. We see Yaakov did both. First, he had his plan, then he brought the korban to Hashem. Hashem helped me. And then he read Tehillim, and then he donated. But what is your plan to change the gezerah, the tragedy? Do we have any plan? Or just we want to just pray just to bring korban, to bring korban, to bring korban? Hashem says, you don't have plan. You don't have rabot machshavot belev ish. How do you want me to give you atzad Hashem? Takum. First, you come up with a plan. We want to from now on do this takana. Okay, very good. You want to do this takana? I will help you. No problem. Altira Abdi Yaakov. I will even come with you to Galut. I will be with you from now on 24/7. I don't leave you alone because you have plan. And this is what it says. וכל זה מפני היותם תחת החושך. And all this unfortunate wrong direction and perspective is not really our fault because we are تحت החושך. We are in the darkness. And that's why we don't realize what's right, what's wrong. أخوشیم هما تحت ممشرت Islam, and we are fully captured, imprisoned by our Yetzer Hara. It's good to be healthy, it's good to be involved in politics, it's good to do these things, it's good to attend their meetings and this and that is good. We look at it, oh, it's good. So I don't understand why these things happen. Because your eyes is closed, your ears is closed, your heart is closed. That's why you don't realize. You know, many times, just a bit, a horn in the car could prevent accidents. این که آدم یه بوق بزنه طرف یه بار حواسش پرت جمع بشه از چقدر از تصادفات میتونه جلوگیری بکنه. But the problem is the button doesn't work. Even though we see the car is getting closer and closer, there is no way I could let him know that, listen, wake up, stop, brake. I cannot have any type of sound to let him know. And you know, there is a sound that is going to wake him up, the sound of accident. Bam! There are many hints and kind of alert notification that we get nowadays from weather channel, from Facebook, from Instagram, from email, from anything. There are so many alert notifications. And at least we look at, for 1 second, look at them, oh, these are them, these are them. And you know how many alerts we get from Shammai, from Hashem? Do we pay attention to them? No. You know why? Because Hashmen lev hamaze, ve'oznav hachbet, ve'inav hashem. Our eyes and our ears and our heart is closed. Yes, we cry and we suffer from the situation, from what's happening, but are we ready to do something? Are we ready at least to turn on the alert notification? From now on, I want to get Hashem messages in a better way. I want to do something to change, at least in my personal life. I don't want to continue my prisoner. I want to get out somehow from here. אך אותם שכבר יצאו מן המאסר הזה, but those who already got out from this prison, הם רואים האמת לאמיתו. They are the one who could really see the truth of this life. They can see the absolute truth. ויכולים לייעץ שאר בני אדם עליו, and therefore they can advise and they entitled to advise other people regarding this. یعنی اینکه یک کور نمیتونه یک کور دیگه رو نجات بده مگر اینکه خود این کوره چشش باز بشه ببینه که حقیقت چی. Until I'm not in prison of my Yetzer, I cannot help others. Halama zedome, and then to what that is be compared to a garden maze, legan hamebucha, garden maze. Hu hagan hanatual lishok. This is a type of garden that is planted for amusement, to play, to have time, fun. Hayadua etzel hasarim. You know this type of the gardens, well, that is popular among the nobility. Sarim, Shahannetiyot, Asuyot, Ketalim. And as you know, the trees, they are so tall that they become like a wall that you cannot see the other side. In these gardens, plantings are arranged as may walls of hedges. Ubneihem shevilim rabbim nebuchim u'ma'urabim, and between these walls, there are many confusing and interconnected paths. که هر یه چهارراهی پیچیدنی به یه پیچ دیگه میخوره، به یه راه دیگه میخوره. بعضی موقع بنبست است که آدم راهش تو این میز، تو این باغایی که انقدر سردرگمه گم میکنه. کلام دومیم زلازه، and all of them resembling one another. و حد تخلید بام هولا گه اصل اخسندران خد شبه مساهم بامنا من شبلی مایلو. And the goal is to reach the single pavilion, the center that is there. But unfortunately, the way of these walls or the roads are that they may take you so many times just to go around and around and around and not to get to the exact point, goal and destination that you want to get to. So therefore, Ramchal suggests us, listen, unless you don't look at Olam Hazeh as a maze that is here to distract you, you cannot fight with it. You cannot use your common sense and your full concentration, which turn to do, right turn or left turn or continue. Many people get lost not because they lose direction, because they don't pay attention to the signs and they just continue driving. They're missing all the exits and the signs, and still they are driving, they're talking on the phone, or they're eating, whatever. They are busy and they don't pay full attention. So, as a conclusion of today, Ramchal, Mesilat Yesharim, let's not continue our mistakes, okay? We are in prison and we are making mistakes day by day. Let's wake up at least and admit and try to come up with a plan. I want to change my way of life and way of philosophy and perspective and perception of this world that is not just enough to have quantity. I have to care about quality. So what gives me idea? Nothing better, no one better than Hashem, Atzat Hashem Itakom, and Torah. And that's why it's not that whoever reads Torah, oh, he's religious, he's dati. Whoever reads Torah and try to use this flashlight to fight the darkness, he will find the way to save his life, Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. If we could save our Olam Hazeh, that's the good sign that you save Olam Haba as well. But until we don't save our Olam Hazeh, do anything, come up with a plan, Machshavot Belevish, we cannot save our Olam Haba. So, in other words, by just daydreaming and paying not attention to our life and way of life, we're losing both Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. And by paying attention, waking up, we're gonna save our Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. Baruch Hashem Le'olam. Amen.